when to achieve a level of integration across several networks is just difficult. So you cannot have a connection, for example, between the patient, the doctor, the pharmacist, the payer, etc. So we need to move from this fragmentation and lack of interoperability. This word is very important. It will come over in my presentation. We need to move from this towards an increased rate of adoption within the target population. It can be the providers, the patient, the payers, or the private sector. We need to generate data that are usable, that are interoperable, and that are reusable for analytics, for machine learning, for business intelligence, for policy purposes, for research, for business. So this is where we need to go, and this has to be done very, very quickly and rapidly, meaning that the existing platforms need to be interoperable and interconnected with the newly formed platforms, at least at the national level. I'm not speaking about a Mediterranean network or a regional network as the one that is seen currently in Europe. But if we achieve it at the national level in each country, this is great, because it has a direct impact, as I mentioned, on the cost effectiveness of primary healthcare. It will drive better coordination in the healthcare delivery throughout the patient journey, and of course it will translate into better clinical outcomes and higher quality of care. Definitely, this is the basis for innovation. There is no innovation without that. Of course, this comes with a certain number of challenges. Cybersecurity, data privacy is among these challenges, but blockchain can fix these issues. This is a decentralized structure when you compare it to cloud, and it can completely change the continuum of care. It can also change the tracking of prescription drugs, for example, throughout the supply chains. So very, very important, the interoperability. I promised to show you a second pathway on how to build digital healthcare ecosystem. There is no digital healthcare ecosystem and sustainable healthcare solutions or systems in the 21st century without a clear commitment from the leadership and the government, and without a digital platform readiness and the 5G. The contribution of private sector is critical. So we have a multi-sector engagement in order to implement the strategy that needs to be defined and rolled out. So these are the immediate, for me, the immediate priorities. When the number of participants to the network will increase, the level of integration of platforms will increase, then we can think about how to really optimize the policies, the legislation, and think of technology as a whole, as a long-term priority. So this pathway is very adaptable to the market archetypes. In countries where there is a strong digital foundation and where the private sector is dynamic, then perhaps those countries can prioritize the interoperability. Remember, I told you to remember this word. They can prioritize the data exchange across 3 levels. So the micro level is the lowest level of interoperability of connection and data exchange. It happens only at the point of care. If we link this to the meso tier, so we link these data to the data of electronic medical record and operational systems and administrative systems for claims or reimbursement, for example, with payers. And we link this towards another level, which is the macro level, where all the information will be shared across the continuum of care of a patient. Then we would have succeeded in building a sustainable and resilient and optimal digital healthcare ecosystem.